Welcome to Relics Radio, your favorite weekly podcast dedicated to the metal detecting and treasure hunting community. Here are your hosts, Ken from Adventures in Dirt and Tony from 5280 Adventures.
Hey, welcome everybody. Wednesday night Relics Radio here in Northern Colorado. I want to welcome you all to the show. Good to see so many of you showing up. It's going to be a great night. Tonight we're going to sing, we're going to dance, we're going to pop and lock, we're going to do all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a pretty amazing show. I can't do it without my buddy, without my co-host. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. How are you, man?
Good.
I'm not doing any of that dancing or singing stuff.
No.
I'm just going to push the buttons over here.
All right. Okay. I'll take it all again. Jeez, I'll take one.
Good to see you. But how you feeling, man? How are you feeling?
I'm doing really good, man. I'm really feeling great. Feel strong,
good,
confident, almost off the cane, almost just completely walking on my own. Matter of fact, my wife's always yelling at me because I'll use my cane. I'll walk into the kitchen just to make sure I don't fall, but I'm pretty stable. And I'll leave it there. And then I'll go like walk into the bathroom and walk into the front room. And she'd be like, hey,
right,
where's your cane? And I'd be like, oh,
yeah, you don't need your cane. Well, I'm glad to see you're getting around great. And man, we're going to be about digging here pretty soon. You're looking fantastic, man.
Shoot. I asked the doctor on my last visit on my 2-week checkup. I was like, actually, my wife did. She's like, I got a question for you. So when can he start metal detecting again? And he's like, whenever you feel like it.
Hey, here's a good question, though. I haven't thought about. Have you run your dais over your knee to see what it comes up as? A Roman coin or what?
You know how many people have reached out to me and told me to do that? And I have not done it yet.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to put that on a short. I think that's
do it live. Go live.
Yeah,
say, hey, what we'll do is we'll do
let
a
everyone
giveaway.
Guess. Yeah.
The closest to the actual VDI readout was going to win something. That'd be hilarious. Maybe we'll do that next week.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Next show on Relics Radio, we're going to scan Ken.
Wow.
Oh,
holy
man.
cow. We've got a lot.
Holy cow.
We've got a lot of people in the chat. We've got a lot going on this week. So we're going to keep it pretty light and easy with who's all joining us. I wish we could call out every single person, but we've got 111 people already live with us, and there's no way we're going to be able to do all of that. So
and welcome everybody.
Just
Thanks for joining us.
Scroll back up to the top here. I'm going to get a couple people who joined us early. Ed, flash in your pan. Love having you here, Ed. We were talking about Ohio, as a matter of fact, and Ed's over in Ohio. So thanks for coming on, Ed. Detector joining us. Front row seat. Let's go.
Here we go. Good deal.
Look at that. Bill Hayes.
Hello, Bill.
Joining, 5:06. He was in early, but everybody else beat him in. How about Arkansas Relics? Hello, everyone.
Welcome, Arkansas.
Good to have you.
Like that logo.
Ohio pull tabs.
Look at that coin.
I know there's that coin again, right? Make it. Mr. Bucket Lister's joining us.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks for coming on. James R7R8Y.
I'm not going to try and guess. Last time we butchered.
We screwed it up.
Tennessee, etc. Remember? We butchered.
Oh yeah.
Welcome.
Yep. Rocky Mountain Prospector,
hey,
Johnny B. Diggs history.
Johnny B. Diggs.
Robert in Nebraska, Mr. Bob Rose, tons and tons. It's going on and on. We're up to 115 now, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got an awesome guest tonight. We've got an awesome giveaway tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to have a lot of fun talking with Metal Bretectorist here shortly.
Right.
So if you guys have any good questions, leave them in the chat for us. We'll put a little star on them. We'll try to get to everybody's questions as well.
Yep.
And do that. But real quick before we get started, just want to mention real quick, 10% off of all of the displays over at at republicdisplays.com. Use the code RelicsRadio10. I'll tell you guys, last week, this was the first time that we had this up. We had 3 displays on the show that went to different houses. So thank you so much for the support, guys. republicdisplays.com. Use the code RelicsRadio for 10% off of everything. And if you guys stay tuned, I bet we're going to be able to see a couple of them tonight.
Yep. Those are cool, man. Really cool displays.
Nice.
Gotta get them. That's a great discount you're giving. Hey, S's Quest. Look at this.
Nice.
And
Thank
I'm on
you.
this channel for the Treasure Hunt with Us Discord server run by the amazing Emma and Jam. Welcome,
Nice.
welcome.
Thank you.
for joining us. Yep.
Yes.
Very cool.
All right. What do you think?
I think we should probably get going. Wait a
You
minute.
think?
Wait a minute. Let me warm up because we're gonna dance.
Does she have her song ready? Because she's going to come on right out of this break. Just
You know what I didn't know about her? She said she
What?
can yodel. She's
What?
a yodeler. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
Bree's like a semi-professional yodeler. Let's bring her on.
You
She'll
know
show
what?
you.
We got to test this out. I don't know.
Let us know in the
about
chat. You want to see Bree yodel? It's going to be amazing.
that. All right, let's bring her on. Enough.
It's
Hey!
amazing.
Good morning. How
Oh,
are
I
you?
meant to use this to not feel left
Oh.
out from Tony.
Oh, yeah, me too. What can I use? How about my cane handle? Hey, everyone. Bree, how are you?
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So at least it's one way.
Yeah.
Okay. Bree, why don't you
While they're
Why don't
working on
you-
that, I just want to say hello to everybody. I see so many friends that are in the chat. I saw that somebody just joined us from Treasure Hunt with Us group. I know that's a really cool new relationship that Mark's been working on that blends really well. And they seem like a whole lot of fun over there. So if you guys are curious on what they're all about, check them out. Treasure Hunt with Us.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Why
Yeah, so
don't
I think
you,
it's on Bree's side. Yep.
Yep. We're gonna put her back down in the green room and she can log back in and we'll try that.
Yeah. I'll just make sure to tell her. Cancer. Tell us a joke, Tony. Stretch.
Tell us a joke. Tell us a joke. I don't really have any jokes. You know what we can do in the meantime? Why don't we do this real quick?
What's that?
Why don't we give away a quick display
Sounds good.
while we're doing that? So if you guys want a free Relics display, down in the live chat right now, give me a hashtag display. And we're going to, yep, I should have had that.
I'll let you run with
first
this.
here. There we go. Hashtag display. There we go. If you guys want to win a display, let's keep it to the United States so we can save a little bit on the shipping. But I want to give away one of my displays from relicdisplays.com. If you guys are interested, we're going to do this pretty quick. So make sure that you guys type in the live chat here, hashtag displays, DISPLAY, like you see on the screen. And we can get you a display sent over to you. So we'll do this pretty quick and hand out those displays. If you guys haven't seen that, go over to relicdisplays.com and see what we got going on over there. There's always new stuff going in, creating some new stuff always, and seeing how we're. Can you hear us now?
Now I can hear you.
Sweet.
And we can hear you.
Yeah. All we can adjust is your mic. All we can adjust is your mic. We can't do anything about your speakers.
That is strange. I didn't touch a thing.
I know. Technology. We were here early and we were checking camera, mic, and everything, and we go live, and all of a sudden it just goes down the drain.
There you go.
It happens. It builds some resilience. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. We got an audible. We're giving a display away.
Giving a display away. You have one of those displays, Bree, don't you?
I have 3.
No kidding.
I've
You want
got
to show
3 of
one?
them. Yes. I'll
see
show
what
my. So I messaged Tony because I really love my Dragon Slayer half penny that I found, and to see if he can make one for that. And here's what he came up with. It's even customized with the year that I have. So pretty cool.
Check
awesome
that
is
out,
that?
man.
That was one of my favorite ones. I spent a lot of time because that's so unique. But I really wanted you to have a really good looking dragon. So that
Yeah,
came out
that's
well.
so
It's
cool.
good looking. And it's been through some stuff. Like it's got holes in the wings.
Yeah,
He's a survivor.
He is.
Dragon
Of the
survivor.
Dragon Slayer. Yeah.
that's right. All right. 10 more seconds for hashtag display for you to win a display here. We'll go ahead and draw. We've got 91 people in there, about 140 people in the chat.
Sweet.
That means we've got 49 people who live overseas.
That must be it. That must be it. Hashtag display. It's getting ready to
Hashtag
draw.
display. Here
Good
we go.
luck.
3, 2, 1. Let's draw quick.
All right.
Bree, thanks for giving us your time and letting us give a display away. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
James Warren. James
V2J.
Warren.
Congratulations, James.
Congratulations.
They're awesome.
Go ahead
I
and,
absolutely love them. They're beautiful.
Republic. I'm putting down in the chat there my email address. Email me over at tony@republicdisplays.com and get me your address and all that info. We'll chat over there on email and we'll send a display over to you. So congrats, James.
Yeah, congratulations.
James Warren.
Those are great.
Love
so
it.
Bree, welcome. Where in the world are you? Like, where are you headquartered? Are you in Ohio or are you in
I'm in Largy,
Cincinnati, or are you in whereabouts are you?
Washington State.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Pacific Northwest.
PNW.
There's some good stuff up there. Good history.
Yeah. There's
Right.
some YouTube diggers up there too. Digging the PMW. Yeah. There's do you know Relic Rangers?
I do. Not in person, but I know of them.
Yep. Oh, you know a couple of those guys, man. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Great people. Definitely.
Yep.
Sweet.
But we find cool stuff here all the time, and a lot of people don't think that you would find those things there, but we do. I mean, I found that 1900 Barber half here, you know, and all sorts of cool stuff. But
do you want to talk about that Barber half?
Somebody just commented on the post I just made and was like, "Oh, in Washington, we just don't find the cool stuff that you can find out east." But I think that's kind of similar to the tip I shared when I was on a previous show, where you just have to keep your digging relative to where you're at, the state you're in.
Correct.
You know, to set your expectations in a realistic way. But I love it. I love everything about this hobby. So where I'm digging isn't as important to me.
Yeah, we agree too. I always tell the story. I told on you before. I don't know if you've heard it, but we had the guys from History Seekers on with us, Scott and Heath, and Scott. You know, I was saying Tony and I were like, we're in Colorado,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, we're not on the East Coast. We're not finding all that kind of cool stuff. And he's like, Ken, look, man. He's like, the push west was so important for the development of our country. You have no idea. And those pioneers that came through your area had everything with them. They left everything behind them. And when they dropped something, it meant something when they dropped or left stuff behind. And he said, you should never be ashamed or regretful of the relics you're finding, you know, and it made perfect sense for me. And it really reframed our minds here in Colorado, just him pulling us aside and kind of setting it straight. And it falls right in line with what you were just saying, you know. You have to appreciate what you can find where you can find it, you know?
Yep, absolutely. And you never freaking know what somebody dropped. You never do know.
No. Once we started kind of accepting, you know, we have a different kind of history here. We started getting into like the significance of like Indian Wars, what that was out here. And once you get into that, it's like, holy cow, the places that we've been to and then the stories that come from those locations. All of a sudden it just blows up and you're like, oh, I didn't realize the significance of exactly really where we are in its own unique little way. So we're very blessed to have the things that we do, because not a lot of other areas do have that type of history like we have out here in the West.
Right. I even just bought an old book from the 80s on my specific county, so that I could read more about it, learn more about it, and hopefully even appreciate the simpler things I find here by knowing, you know, the history of it, what it relates to, what it falls back to. But
yeah,
that's awesome.
You want to know where the circus came to town. You want to know where the bars were. You want to know like where all the gathering spots were, right? Like where the picnic grounds, where were the swimming holes, you know? And
where were the old schools, all that stuff.
Yeah. Everyone has that, no matter where you live in this country. You have that around you, and those become prime hunting grounds, you know? How long you been in the game? How long you been detecting? And I got a lot of questions about how you got into it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good question. And don't let me forget to answer it, because I need somebody out there with a brilliant mind to come up with a formula for me. Because I think it's a hard question when you just share how many years you've been detecting, because that can be a lot of different things. So, you know how there's dog years? That are completely different from people years. I think we need a version of dig years. So somebody creates some formula.
Oh, that's
because,
good.
hear me out, right? You can ask two different people, and if they both say 2.5 years, that could look completely different.
Totally different.
One person's detecting 3 days a week, all year round. The other person's detecting just during the summer on the beach. And there's no right or wrong. It's just different. So I think we need to dig yours.
Okay.
So that's a contest for somebody out there.
You go. You're right.
In the
challenge.
future, I think in the future, every machine is going to have like an hour usage, like you have on a generator or that kind of thing. So then we won't have to talk about years. We'll say, well, I've got 13,000 hours of detecting it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rather than on the beach 3 hours, for 3 months.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go.
We'll
do it that way.
But for the answer you're looking for,
Back to the question.
It's been close to 2.5 years ish.
Yeah.
But about 3 days a week.
Now how'd you get into it? Like, of all things, right, Bre, of all things, we can all do tons of hobbies and stuff. Like, was this bred into you like when you were a kid, kind of your circle of influence? Did you have treasure hunters in your family? Did you just see something and it sparked it? Like, how did you get into this?
So no, none of those things. I don't think I realized it until I got into metal detecting that I've always kind of had that treasure hunter in me. Like I like to go to the beach and look for sea glass. I used to wake up early in the morning, drive out there before everybody else, beat the tides, get out there and look for the sea glass at one of our beach classes. But my grandma had passed away, and we were going through all her things, and she had this whites machine there. And she wasn't like a serious detectorist by any means, but she liked it. She would go out and take it mostly to the beach on occasion, but I saw that and I was like, man, I can't believe I've never thought of this. Because even in our community, they hide those glass floats, and I've looked for those. I've looked for the painted rocks when they hide them, a variety of different types of treasure hunting. I'm always looking down, seeing what I can find.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so just kind of, there was that moment that just clicked. And then there was that moment of like, man, I really wish I would have done this with her. So that kind of sucks. But I said, you know what? I want to give this a shot. Well, her whites machine did not end up working anymore.
No.
I still have it. I'm not going to ever get rid of that. But so then the next thing I knew, I was talking to my mom about it, and she sent me a pan key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
So tried that out first. And even with that machine, and all I was finding was nails, I knew like, oh, this is my thing. Like it just hit, when you know. And I was like, I love this, and I think that I need to take this to another level when it comes to the machine I'm using. But yeah,
isn't that funny how you kind of test the waters to see, and then after you figure out how much you have fallen for the hobby, you're like all in. You're getting everything, right? I mean, the upgrade usually from that starter machine up is usually that big jump, because you're like, you know what, I can really do this a lot more, and I see myself really jumping into this, and all of a sudden now you're stuck, man. You're into it.
Yep. That's exactly it.
Do you remember your first?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you remember your first like, oh my gosh, like I can actually find this? You know what I mean?
First, oh shit, find.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
So for me, it was actually still with the pan key, just in my backyard, and I found a little F, I can't remember, F something bomber, 70s like toy airplane. And I was like, oh man, finally not a nail. And hey, this is cool. And then I started thinking about like, oh man, did some kid bury this back here on purpose and intentionally? And so then my mind went down that trail that we often go to when we find something, the who, the what, the when, the story behind it.
The story.
But still with
love it.
Mostly nails and one cool old toy airplane. I knew that, hey, if I love it right now with finding this, that I'm gonna stick with it. You know what I mean? And so it was worth investing in a more expensive machine at that point for me.
Yeah.
Is that plane on the shelf behind you? You still have it?
Yes, I do.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Look at that.
Excellent.
What is it?
There you go.
That is
F4.
I think it's an F4.
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 Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
man.
awesome. I'm glad you hung on to that. That's so cool.
Oh, heck yeah.
So cool. Actually, I think we all have our first finds, same thing. My backyard. Wife bought me a $50, Black Friday special or something on for Christmas, and I went out in the backyard and found like a silver ring and a penny from Canada. And I thought, wow, if I could find that, like what else is out there and how did this get there? And isn't it, do you find it difficult to explain your hobby and your interest in this hobby to others? Like family members and friends and coworkers.
1,000,000%. Yep. It's like you just don't get it unless you get it type of a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How much is it worth?
That I think they to a certain extent get it just for my excitement when I'm talking about it, you know?
Yeah. 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 I know one time I was surrounded by my bosses at an office in the kitchen having a beer after work. I got caught up in this conversation and it turned to metal detecting. And so I had the floor. So I just went for it. And I realized I had just, cause I can talk, right? So I just realized that I could just spew, and I got ready to leave and I actually texted my boss. I go, hey man, sorry about that. You get me on a roll talking about this. And he goes, no, he goes, man, your passion is infectious. Like, I think we all wanted to go out and buy a metal detector, And so that's what you got to sell. You got to sell your passion, let people feel your passion for it. And then I think they tend to get it, more than what it's worth. What is it worth? How much is that worth?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
What's it worth?
Always the question. I've had a few friends end up buying machines. Some of them have used them once, but others are still sitting in the box.
Do you, what kind of detecting do you go after up there? Do you like, what's your favorite? Like, are you a door knocker? Are you a field hunter? Are you a water hunter at all?
Public parks,
kitty lots, tie lots?
Man. How do I say all of the above? I'll say my favorite is getting a private permission, right? Something that's more historical. That's been my favorite. I started door knocking and now I'm doing it more and more, and then using social media, even in like the local Facebook groups, and using that avenue to get permissions. And I always end up getting several just from doing that alone.
Ken's done very well with that.
Yeah,
for sure. Can tell us like that idea. Give us your spiel that you write on Facebook or where your plan of attack is, so people listening can kind of have some extra ideas about how to get permissions. What do you do for that?
So I post, first of all, a picture of myself with my finds, put a face to the name, let them know I'm, hopefully they believe I'm not just some crazy person trying to scout their house and see what goods they have, right? So I introduce myself. I explain that I'm a metal detectorist who loves saving the history beneath our feet. And then I start explaining my passion for history just a little bit, and for that specific area, make it more personal to them. And then I explain that I did clean plugs. There'll be little to no evidence that I was there, because you can't promise no evidence. Sometimes the plugs just, don't work out. And then I go into that I always take all trash with me, open to showing all finds to owners, and we can have discussions about what that looks like in the end, those sorts of things. And I always get responses.
Always, one way or another, right? So
I was going to say, one way or the other, but is it legit really good permissions, or are you going to get the ones where it's like, I always thought there was treasure in my yard, and you get over there and it's just a big, dump, and it was built in 2014, or, like those kind of different things. It's not always gold when you get these permissions on, from Facebook. People always think they've got the best things ever, right? Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Ken and I've had a couple times like that. Oh my gosh.
No, and that's a good point, because I do include, hey, I'm looking for, in my area, I'm happy with anything like 1950s or earlier. So I do include that in there too. Like, hey, here's what I'm looking for, this type of home site, or, farmland from this age.
Yeah.
Good. It's good to put that out there first.
Yeah. I like the idea. I mean, I know, everybody in the world is going to say there's nothing like getting in front of somebody and shaking their hand and asking for permission to their face. And it's 100% accurate. That's not what we're talking about. Right. Right. But you get the opportunity to go fishing basically for permissions in different other neighborhoods and other towns that you want to kind of try to focus in on. And if you put out the nice, the just like you were talking about, a real nice presentation. It can open a lot of doors because you get, you get 4 or 5 yeses, or hey, you want to come out, open doors. And then you get there, and then they all have neighbors who want to come see what you're doing, and then they have a property and tend to be the same age as what you were looking for, since they're next door. So it's just another tool, right? It's another tool for permission gathering.
It is.
Absolutely.
There's lots of tools in your tool belt, and I think social media has been a way to open up other avenues that you wouldn't normally have had. I mean, everybody's out there, and especially, Ken and I both get down to, the Facebook pages for specific small little towns that we want to get into because we know the town's old.
Yeah.
Leave a post in there as well, not just the bigger towns or anything like that. I mean, you can really network fantastic by doing those kind of different things, and I'm glad that you're taking advantage of that, because I think it's an untapped resource out there that people aren't really taking advantage of yet.
Yeah. It's been really successful for me. I door knock as well, absolutely. But why not try to get as many permissions as you can?
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. Another great tip too is also to reach out to the admins of these groups, the ones that are administrating these groups and watching things, and send them a little private message and say, hey, here's what I want to do. You think this would be cool? Are you okay with this? You know what I mean? A lot of times they're like, oh my God, we've never had anything like that on our. Yeah, absolutely. That's so cool, And they're like, oh, I actually know somebody you need to talk. I mean, you just need a network.
Yeah,
absolutely network. Hey, Digging Up New York, thank you so much for the super chat here. Best hobby in the world. What's up, everyone? So thank you so much. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And just to remind everybody, we are going to be doing a giveaway here. Bre has graciously offered out 13 metal detectors tonight.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We're going to do one every 5 minutes.
You get a detector. You get a detector.
Excellent.
I am not Oprah.
No, Nokta was gracious enough to offer out a great Legend 2, one of their brand new Legend 2 metal detectors, which is just killing it out there in our community. And we'll be giving that away very shortly. So make sure you stay tuned. You have to be present. You have to be here in the chat. You have to be able to type in some things that we're going to ask you to type in, and then we'll pick a winner from those of you that have done that. But we definitely wanted to talk to Bre and find out her story and her adventure out here in this hobby of ours. I know that we've been trying to get you on for a while. We've just kind of been missing with schedules and then crazy delays with life and surgeries and stuff. It's crazy. So I'm so glad that you could come on with us tonight. You now you're a Nokta Nomad.
'Tis true.
What is a Nokta Nomad? Like, is it? Ooh. I know what it's not a GOMAD, it's a nomad.
Right.
What's a GOMAD?
I'm stretching.
I don't know. I don't know what that is either.
Going mad. I'm stretching. I'm stretching. So tell us what a nomad is, and tell us kind of how that all came about.
Yeah, nomad is sort of like an ambassador for that company.
Ooh, that's a good term.
Passionate about the hobby, somebody who's helpful, somebody who is about the community and truly supporting them, answering questions if they see them come up, but also representing them and sometimes going to events and being able to hold the fort down at events and speak on the machines, speak on the equipment, get into the nitty-gritty with people. But yeah, all of that. What I love the most is how important this metal detecting community in general is to Nokta. That was the huge seller for me when this opportunity came my way, because we kind of had this kind of two-way interview going on. I don't know if you want me to get into how this all happened yet or not, but
sure.
Yeah, so I had a message from a pretty big person in the metal detecting community just saying, hey, can you call me? And so I was like, what's this about? This is interesting. And so I called him, and then he was asking what I thought about, Nokta Nomads, and if that's something I'd, entertain or be interested in. And I was not looking for this, right?
That's crazy.
At all. This was completely unexpected. I wasn't even super familiar yet with what a Nokta Nomad truly was. And so I give him a call, I learn a little bit more about it, and then they're like, hey, okay, so sounds like you're kind of interested in learning more, so let me connect you with Mark. And then that same day, boom, Mark and I message, and we set a time for one weekend to actually talk on the phone. That time came, and it was, the first call was a 2-hour phone call, mind you. But I wasn't sure if this was something I truly wanted to do. And so he was interviewing me, I was kind of interviewing him and trying to learn who Nokta was. And man, by the end of that 2 hours, I was like, this just feels right. It feels like we're aligned on truly what's important to us. Because of course, what's important to a metal detecting company is making quality products, right? That's a given. But truly hearing how important this community is and showing up for the community and helping the community and being a positive influence on the community, I was like, that's awesome. I love to hear that. Even things, simple things like, hey, I actually love that you've swung other machines before, because say you're representing Nokta and you're at an event and there's somebody with this machine or that machine, and they're having some issues and you may be able to help them. That's awesome. We love that. And I was like, cool. So not only is the Nokta, swinging community important to them, but it's just metal detecting community altogether. And what's been really cool already in this journey is hearing that from them, right? But also in so many ways I'm seeing it backed up with action, and this is one example on the show is like, yeah, absolutely, you can give Legend 2 away, or showing their presence at the events is so noticeable and it's so impactful, and makes the community know that they are important, to this company. Their new journey and kind of adventure, hanging out with Treasure Hunt for us. One of the folks was in here earlier that dropped a comment, but they're huge on community, and I love that.
Yeah, I agree. Tony and I both talk about it all the time about how, watching them come on the scene the way they did.
Yep.
And then watching them walk the talk, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Of that they were going to pay attention to the end user. And ever since, that's all they've been listening to and catering to. They have to make, it's a business. They have to be successful in their business, but they know who they're serving. They know who they're making products for. It's very obvious. So yeah, hats off to them. And
they've always been fantastic to us, whether it's Rush to the Rockies or for Relics Radio podcast. They step up without questions every single time that we've reached out, and just incredible company. And they know how to do it. Like you said, the end user is that focus, and man, they really do show it.
Yeah. Here's a good question for you though.
Ooh.
Have you for Bre, have you ever had a phone conversation with Mark that was under 2 hours? Ever?
I thought that
the over-under's 2 hours on it, isn't it?
I thought it was just me. I thought I was special.
Oh my God.
Oh no, you are.
No,
But he treats everybody as being special.
He does.
Yeah. No, I don't. Maybe.
No, the short answer is no.
But it's so fun. It's like always where I like, no, you hang up first because this is too much fun. Now we're talking about Post-it notes,
Oh my gosh. Every conversation so I think I've had with Mark, I know, right? It goes in so many different directions. I was just going to say that. Like every conversation I've had with Mark, he'll let Colin go, hey, what time is your show on next week? I go, 8 p.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks. Hey, so how you doing? Next thing you know, we're talking about, I don't know, pipe fitters from Uganda that were, like, it's just, it goes down the rabbit hole like crazy, and he's a wonderful guy. Great representative for Nokta, and I'm glad you two could hook up and stuff. So have you been to some events? Like, tell us about some of the events you have been to and some of the stories that go along with that.
So I have been to 4 kind of, I suppose, but just personally. So not associated with being like a nomad, like an official capacity where they're sending me out, right? I've been to Come Out Swinging twice now in Pennsylvania. It was the first large metal detecting event I've been to, and it truly holds a special place in my heart. It really opened my eyes to what these events are all about. and what you truly get for them, and it's so unexpected. So of course I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna go dig in Pennsylvania. I can't wait to see the types of finds I'm gonna find there. So I went for digging, right, for hunting to see what I could find.
Right.
And then I left like with my heart just full, right? I wasn't expecting how impactful connecting and meeting all of these people was gonna be, and just that sense of belonging, and just how easy it was to connect with them. How many laughs there were, it's real authentic connections, you guys, and you can't make it up unless you'll know if you've been to an event. It's so powerful. So I left with so many memories that just stuck in me, and knowing that feeling that event gave me. And so then I was like, oh man, I have to do this again. And then I think the next one I went to was, I can't remember the name of it, but it's Massachusetts in fall. And I went out there.
I was late with the pictures here, but here's some pictures from Come Out Swinging.
Yeah, this year. Yep. So this year was my second time at that
right?
event.
Second time at the event, yeah.
Yep.
God, I'm dying to get out for that. I've just been wanting to go to that year after year. Oh, hey, wait. Oh, whoa, what's going on here? Is that her skills?
Yep.
Obviously.
It's my other hobby.
Wow. What's your YouTube channel for that one?
I'm not witty and quick enough with the wit to think of something good. But my buddy Andrew, I think I might have seen him in here earlier, but
that's hilarious.
I haven't done that since I was a kid, and we were all at this huge buffet in Pennsylvania. There were like 30 of us detectorists that were there for the event that met up to do this, that Shelly had organized. But we were there having a great time, and my buddy Andrew's like, oh my gosh. And he went, and that's all it took. It brought me back to my childhood, and I grabbed one. It was a competition. I won. He could not get it to stick. But yeah.
That's
shenanigans.
Funny. That's great. Shenanigans. Oh, no, you got to go back to that picture. You can't just breeze past that picture. You got to go back to that picture.
when I was doing some research on Bre here, actually, I'll bring it up a different way because it deserves
research.
Yeah, some research.
I like it.
This came up, and I just had to pause for a second. Well, first off, let's start with this one here. Just the great scenery, great time. You guys you can see really just how much fun everyone's having being together. And I think that's kind of the common mistake that a lot of people have at these events is they go to, like you said, I'm going to Pennsylvania. Holy cow. I mean, am I going to get 1600s while I'm there? How early in 1700s can I get? But you come home with more pictures like this than you actually do of these old finds. So, but came up with that one. And then, of course, this was the next one that came up. And I just thought this was absolutely hilarious.
One of my favorite
I had to
pictures
show
of all
this one.
time.
Oh my God.
I just love that picture, man. It just knowing Jason and now getting to know you a little bit, like this speaks volumes to me. I can read so much into this. It's just so wonderful.
Love that.
Oh, my husband's probably so annoyed because every time I see that picture, I chuckle, and I'm so proud that call me Tom Cruise because this mission was accomplished.
Absolutely.
I got him.
I love that. That's so funny.
Totally got him. Look at that. Totally got him.
And Ken and I were talking. We said, the first thing Ken says is looking at this picture, he goes, Jason's really tall. Look, what kind of box was Bre standing on to be up that tall? Not standing on a box, huh?
No.
None.
No.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I am tall.
Yeah. Jason's a good guy. It looks like you guys all had a good time out there. And I'm dying to go to that event for one of these years. One of the years we'll go there. Tony and I have an entire metal detecting road trip planned that we need at least 3 months off work and his trailer to just start. Where were we going to start? We're going to start in Maine, I think, and hit New Hampshire, go over to Vermont, travel down into Jersey, into Pennsylvania, end up in Kansas and all kinds of stuff.
And within each state, meet 5 to 10 people that now we know through the hobby and spend time detecting with each person and then move to the next state. And okay, what checklist do we have for this? Who do we know in this state? And that's what our plan is.
Well, I don't know if it's going to take you all the way to Washington State or not, but if it does, let me know.
Oh, it absolutely is.
My youngest son, who's 29, year and a half ago, moved to Bellingham, which
Oh,
is
yes.
north of you,
Yep.
I think. And I need to get out there. I haven't seen him since you moved out there. I've just been life got in the way. And he's like, Dad, when are you going to come out? I go, I got to come out. So, and I got a friend that's right outside of Seattle, a coworker of mine. So yeah, I may head that way at some point. Definitely.
That'd be awesome.
Drop you a line.
Yeah.
Well,
Be fun. I'd love to get out there.
I've got family in Cheney and over in Coeur d'Alene, so on the other side of the state.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got buddies up in Coeur d'Alene all the time too, Ed. And we've met so many people through this show and then out at the events and just on social media. So there's a good question for you. Like, okay, you jump into the hobby of metal detecting. I heard that story, wonderful story. Yep. What made you go a step further and start putting stuff out on social media? Like, were you already into the sort of the social media genre aspect of it, or did you say, I think I can jump into this?
Well, I kind of was. As you can see here, I've had to push some of my books from my bookshelf aside for my finds display. But I used to have a reading account. I'm geeky, right? I'm a proud geek. I'll say it time and time again. So I have a lot of books over here, and I did do a little bit on book talk, is what they call the reading side of TikTok. So I had that experience. Wow. But then it was just getting inspired by watching other people on there. TikTok is where I had started and where I'm still most comfortable at. I'm finally branching into YouTube and even, have my little Facebook page, but it's just sharing all my TikTok stuff. But really, there's a lot of inspiration. But for me too, it's also such a genius way for me personally to document all these things.
Yes.
Right. To look back on myself. So I truly created that account for myself selfishly to look back on, and it's organized because if I have never organized my camera roll, videos, pictures, I can never find what I'm looking for. So I love those on this day memories and things like that. But it's just a nice organized way to remember everything.
It's a great outlook because a lot of people get into it thinking, again, kind of like metal detecting, what's it worth? You get into YouTube going, how much money can I make off of social media? And to be honest with you, unless you're, quarter hoarder or something like that, making millions and millions of dollars on YouTube, we're not making hardly anything, of course. So, we're there to, to document it. And it's so much fun to go back and look. I mean, I'm always trying to get better. Ken and I both, we're trying to get better on our editing and our storytelling and just really capturing the moment to try to bring as many people in. And if you go back, 7, 8, 9, 10 years when we started YouTube and go, oh my God, I put that out on YouTube. But look how much I've evolved and gotten better and kind of honed my craft in. And it, to me, and I think for you and Ken as well, it's a personal journey of just kind of documenting it and leaving it out there. Because once it's out there forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I felt so old the other day. I actually had to call Tony. So, I jumped in early, right? 2016, 2017, really started getting into, the social media aspect of it. Always been on Facebook a lot longer than that. But I started getting into TikTok and Instagram and all that stuff and YouTube. And the other day I went to start to post our advertisement for this show that's coming up. And I was like, okay, I'm going to put a post. I'm going to put this post out, and it's like, okay, it automatically puts it out as a reel, but do I want to put it as a story? And I just started feeling so old where I was like, I don't understand this darn phone, you know what I mean? And I'm like, come on, like, well,
he texts me, hey, got time for a call?
Yeah. And I'm like, look, I put the description here and it's not showing up. Why isn't it the description showing up?
I was gonna say, I saw that you chose all of the options too.
Yeah, well, just put them on all of them. That way you can't go wrong.
Put it on my page. Send it over to TikTok. I did. I'm like, what else do I do with this?
Just push mass all the buttons. Dump it out there.
Oh, I felt so old. And then I went over to TikTok, and I hadn't posted on TikTok forever. And I'm like, wait. And then I went over to X because I have an X account too, Twitter, right?
Oh my God.
And I was completely lost. I was like, what do you mean I have to pay? What do you mean I'm not verified? What's this all about? Dump it.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
hey,
look at this. Well, because we were like, we were almost close to 200 people out here with live chat with us tonight.
Hey, well, welcome everyone.
What?
Yeah, that's amazing. If you're
I
just
may know
joining us-
why.
It's
One of
no,
these?
it's the guest. It's the
Oh,
guest.
right.
People here don't even know we're giving away a Legend 2 tonight. What are you
No,
talking
how would they
about?
know? How would they know?
And stay tuned for that too. We'll be getting to that. I promise. Drop a question down in the chat. If you got any questions for Bre or Tony or I or anybody or about the just metal teching in general. If you're just joining us, if you're new to Relics Radio, every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. here, we interview some guest. Sometimes Tony and I just chat, talk about the industry or the community. We take the audio, put it on anywhere you can find audio podcasts. Usually the next day. So you can just search Relics Radio and go back 9 years. The show's been on the air for 9 years. And just week after week, guest after guest, there's an awful lot to listen to. If you want to go back and hear some great shows and some great interviews, I invite you to go do that. So welcome here tonight with us. And welcome to Bre. Really appreciate her giving us her time to come on and chat with us. Let's talk about some
finds.
Let's talk about some finds. Yep.
We've got
All
all
right.
this
Let's do it.
visual. Let's see here. Let's talk about. There's so many here to choose from because you found some incredible things. This is actually one I wanted to bring up real quick because you and I had a conversation offline about this. Just completely out of the blue. I was watching a TikTok of Breeze and she's showing her display case and she's going through shelf by shelf and some of the things that she's finding are absolutely incredible. And I saw this one little token inside of her display case and I messaged her about it. And I wanted you to tell us a little bit about this one. It's the wrong direction, but you see, you had it right there,
so
huh?
Cool. It's so cool.
So it's a token with a heart cut out in the middle.
Yep. So this is one of my favorites. I say they're all my favorite. But so my friend Virginia and I, a buddy told us about this like secret spot out in the woods near Mount Rainier. Used to be this town. It ended up burning down, but it was this old lumber town. Burnt down. They never rebuilt it. So it no longer exists. It's all just forest at this point. So we have to hike up into the woods to get to this spot. But once you're there, there's a lot of targets, a lot of trash, but there's a lot of targets and a lot more history there than some of our other spots. So it was my first time out there and I was digging and it was a pretty nasty signal, but there was just that little something about it that caught my attention. And so I decided to dig it and I'm glad I did and pulled out that token there. What's really cool about this is, it's a town, like I said, that no longer exists. It is our secret spot, so I won't say the name of it.
No, don't say it. Don't give it away.
But on the other side of it, it says the name of the town, and then it says pool hall. So it's from a pool hall. It kind of makes me wonder what was going on at the pool hall. I always wonder what's up with the heart.
It's a pool hall,
and in the back, maybe not a pool hall.
yeah, right. But good for 5 cents in trade, like you see there. But it's always cool when you can relate something to a certain location or to a certain person. And so that one sticks in my memory for sure.
Love those kind of finds.
I had mentioned that it caught my attention because
look at that.
What are the odds of that, huh? Now, I will say this is not from the same pool hall that you have. I think it's a different pool hall over in the middle of the country here. But it just caught my eye and I reached out to you and we had a good conversation about that. But again, little things, in terms of value, these aren't worth anything. Probably, they're maybe $5 or something to maybe somebody local that would really like it. But to both you and I, they're invaluable. And then on top of it, now we've got some sort of a connection here of finds that we found metal detecting, from across the country. So again, how special is this community that everybody just kind of comes together because of these things? Yeah. Love it.
Me too.
We see stories like that all the time. We're digging up, Tony and I are digging up in the mountains, just up near these, silver mining camps, side of a mountain in the pine needles. And I find this little tiny saddle adornment and it's silver washed and it's called a triskelion. It's got 3 like night legs. It's from the Isle of Man. That's where it's from.
Oh,
And they used to make saddles there, I guess, and export them and stuff back in the day. And I searched, I couldn't find anything on it. And then I found the exact same one on somebody's blog post, a metal detectorist, somewhere. And he found it like 18 years ago. And I just messaged him and said, you're not gonna believe it, I found the same exact one. So he did a whole new post where he was like, oh my God, I had never seen another one of these ever, you know. And now we have that connection. And
Yep.
he was showing his, and it's just over these darn, you know, rusty, dirty pieces of metal we dig out of the ground. You know? Relic. Yeah, it's cool, man, have that kind of connection with people over these crazy things.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. They're hard to explain when it happens because you're like,
it is.
Yeah.
Did we just become
Very
best
unique.
friends plus like connected in this weird way? Yes.
Plus, we all know more than we did prior to finding that relic, right? Like you fell down the
Mhm.
rabbit hole trying to do the research. Same thing with my Triskelion. It was like, what? Like, what? Why are they spurs on a knight's armored leg? Like, why? And why are they three of them? And why?
Yeah.
And why? And why? And why? And why? You know? And then you figure it out, and it's amazing. Love this hobby for that.
Dang, I'm gonna have to find that. I want to see that.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool find. It's very unique. I mean, nothing that you've ever seen, but again, like Ken said, you start going down the rabbit hole and now you know something about it. Like, how cool is that?
Yeah.
I was doing some more research, and I know we talked about this beforehand. We have a lot of people from Ohio in the chat. And so when this came up, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
You're one of us. You're from Ohio, right? That's what the O means. O-H? Is that what the O is? O-H?
No.
No. Oh.
No. N-O. That's largy, baby.
Darn it.
Well,
foiled again.
It was worth a shot. I mean, I thought it was going to be cool.
Solid try.
I mean, I guess a large cent is cool, but OH is way better.
That was actually my first largie too.
Was it?
Yep, it's a KG2.
What year was it?
It was a KG2.
Oh,
so they come out pretty rough a lot of the time.
Yeah,
no
that's
year was
old.
found on that, but I mean, you know that it's from what, 27 to 60, 1727, 1760, something like that. I want to say.
Yeah. So cool. Hey, real quick.
Very cool. Yep.
Just happened to found it. Just found it.
There you go.
Right?
Look how unique that is, man.
Yeah,
that is cool.
So I'm like, are those robots? Robot.
Yeah. It looks like robot legs.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what is that all about? You know? But yeah, right down the rabbit hole, man, on that one.
That is really cool. That
really
is, I'm
cool.
glad you showed it because that's not what my brain was picturing.
Yeah. It's again, like you look at it and you're like, I don't know what it is. Hey, look at this thing I found. Everyone comes over. You're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, is that silver? I don't know. You know, you put it away, you go home, you research it, and you're just like, wow. Like that's happened so many times where you get a relic home and you thought it was probably just trash or junk. And then you learn this whole story behind it. And now it becomes this prized possession of yours, you know, and just, it's awesome, man. Love it. Hey, if you got a question for Bre, make sure you throw it out there in the chat. I know we've had a few that come in, Tony, right? We've seen a few that have come in.
Yep.
We got them starred over there.
They call that the knee replacement button. That's what that was.
I'm going to start wearing it. I'm going to put it up here on my hat and just remind me of my bionic leg now. That's funny.
Let's see here. Ski Searcher had a quick question for you. Ski wanted to know what you want to find the most. So something that's kind of like what, bucket list? Probably bucket lister. Have you got a bucket list? I mean, I know you found a ton of great things, but
is a Triskelion on that list?
Now it is. That's so cool.
Right.
That is awesome. Isn't that funny too when you find something you're like, oh man, this was on my list and I didn't even know it existed.
Yes.
There you go. Mark it right off.
I wrote it.
Didn't have to put it on.
Yeah, I do. But there's a lot on there, but I'm not mad about that because that just leaves a lot of excitement, right? And hope and more adds more to that thrill of the hunt feeling that we all get anyway. I really want a complete crotal bell that rings. I want to bring that sucker from the rooftops. I want to wake my kids up, you know, in the morning with it. I really, Alexa knew. I want a jaw harp. Really bad.
Really?
Yeah, those are cool.
You know what?
I think they're so cool. Of course, GW button. And all the other things, but those are just kind of some things that are at my top for just different reasons. I just like them.
And you're in a perfect area for the crotobell and the jaw harp.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that it's just waiting
Yeah.
for you out there somewhere. You know what I mean? And you never know.
Maybe.
I mean,
you don't ever know.
yeah.
A lot of my friends, it seems like, you know, more east than Washington,
Right.
have a lot
Right.
more luck with those things. I haven't seen them yet, but they could very well be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Any interest in going abroad over to England or Germany
Absolutely.
or yeah.
Yep, absolutely. I would love to go to England. I would love to go with like Teresa K, Charlie, KK,
Yeah.
or Rizzo. I know he goes on different trips too.
Yeah.
But definitely a bucket list location.
Yeah. Yeah, shoot. Tony and I have been talking about it too. We've been itching to go. We've been over a couple of times, and it's just like once you get back, you almost feel spoiled because you're just like, I just can't wait to go again, you know?
Yeah.
Because any tone could be a crotobell from the 1400s, from medieval
Sure.
period or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
I mean, that's how I feel coming back from the East Coast, even, you know?
Sure.
It's like, oh, I can't wait to go back.
You get spoiled. Yeah.
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 Yep.
Sweet.
They had mentioned in the chat, this might be on your list as
Grandma's
well.
brooch.
Grandma's brooch.
Have you found Grandma's brooch yet?
Yeah.
I
you
found
might find it.
pieces of her brooch.
Okay, she's wanting it back.
That was our friend Jeff. He always made funny. He said he always said he's going to make a YouTube channel. What was he going to call it, Tony? Grandma dropped some stuff. I think that was
Grandma dropped some stuff.
As a name for
everything
YouTube
was about
meditation.
grandma. Maybe we should be worried about that. Everything revolved around grandma.
It did.
That's funny. Real quick, I know we're coming up here pretty quick on when we'll be doing the giveaway. So if you guys are joining us, you do have to be in the live chat, live in the United States, and for you to be eligible to win the Legend 2. So stick with us a little bit, and we'll get to that shortly. But I know one of your one of most favorite finds, because you were pretty emotional about it, was this one right here, and I'm really interested to hear. Because this wasn't, am I wrong? This wasn't the only one found there, right?
No, it was not.
How crazy is that? So tell us what we're looking at first.
So you're looking at a 1900 Barber $50 that I found here in Washington State.
Wow.
There you go.
Yep.
Great shape too.
It's a
Holy
big
cow.
chunk of silver right there.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. My first silver half ever there. But so my friend and I, we head out early. I mean, that location I was telling you guys about earlier near Rainier, we drive 2 hours out.
Yeah.
But this location was only like an hour out from each of us. But it was a little bit too early to start door knocking. So we had some empty lots that we already have permission on, and we were driving to go to one of them, and we spotted this other empty lot where there used to be a home site. There was a sign posted, the county owned it. We were like, shoot, it's a Sunday. They're not going to answer. I tried calling anyway just to see if the guy answered. But there was a police station just down the road, conveniently. So I'm like, you know what? Like, we'll just go ask the cops, right? Because, you know, if we end up digging there, they're going to call them anyway, right?
Right.
So yeah, we went over and asked them if they had any issues with us digging on that empty lot, and, you know, gave them the spiel of what we do and the, you know, filling all the holes, taking all the garbage, all that stuff. And they were like, yeah, go for it. So we went and had no idea. This must have been a virgin site, because let me tell you, my friend Virginia was swinging, and she gets a high signal, and she's like, huh, you know, she had that look in her face. So I put my stuff down and walked over, and boom, she dug her plug, and hers flew out, and hers was like a 42 or 43 Walker, I want to say. And that was the first time in person I had seen anybody ever dig like a silver half. And I was like, even getting emotional for her, because it was like, whoa, like that's big silver. Now I get what people mean and why they call it that big silver. So we're, you know, filming her videos and stuff. And I'm joining her in the excitement of that moment, congratulating her and all that stuff. And then I go back, grab my machine, start swinging again. And at this point I was using the triple score, mind you. And I was still pretty new to that machine. Because when I was testing things out, making sure I liked the machines, and boom, I get this real high tone. And I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds Canish, but I'm not sure. Because it was like screaming in my ears. Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard
I'm
to
like,
trust those high tones, huh? Those
Right.
big old high
Yeah.
tones, yeah.
Right. But man, I dig my plug, flip it over, and mine was like in the plug, and my heart almost stopped. I almost peed my pantaloons. Like it was that like, no way, this is real moment. Like she just dug one, and I had no idea even what it was when I called her over and we cleaned it up. But yeah, beautiful condition, 1900 Barber half, like not even 5 minutes after she
That's
dug
crazy.
hers. Yeah. Yep. And then
So
I went on to
crazy.
find a 1909 Barber dime there. I got a Washington silver quarter there. I had my first signal there was a V-nickel, and the first one I found in Washington State. I had a Roosevelt campaign pin that I found from there.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
I had, some Buffalo nickels. It was an amazing
Holy
location. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the GPS coordinates of that?
I'll let you know when you guys come out.
Yeah, all right.
Super secret spot. Yeah, we'll just put boots on the ground. We don't even need it.
Yeah.
And that was with the triple score. Now she's going to go back with the Legend 2 now and really
pick
suck
everything else out.
That will absolutely be happening. Yeah.
Good.
Have you found, because I see people from the PNW all the time, find them all the time, Washington State tax tokens?
Oh, yes. Hold up. Hold, please. And some people start getting so annoyed with them, and I've given a couple away, but I've
Look at that. Yeah,
Look
a
at
handful
that.
of
Just
yes.
these,
crazy.
Trying to
What do
find
Relic
one.
Rangers call them? Illuminati.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
Here they are.
Oh, look cool. Oh, that's
That
great
one's
shape,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah. Some of them are in pretty good shape.
Oh, that's
We've found some
amazing.
toasted ones. They're definitely a toasted because they're aluminum, so they get the
Great.
Oh
yeah. I mean, some of them are crunchy for sure.
Yeah.
But
that's
yeah,
fantastic.
I found several of them. They sound like silver. They sound really good. Some people here hate digging them because they're expecting that silver. I love them.
Right.
And I love them even more once you learn more about the tax tokens.
Absolutely.
Why they were put in place. Only 12 states even implemented them. And it was because they wanted to make sure they got their tax on purchases that totaled to under a penny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then hearing that, like, even Washington State, I was looking up, was told that they can't do that, and Washington State was like, watch us. So it's cool. Like I really enjoy finding them.
Yeah, no, me too. We love finding them.
Oh, love
Every
those.
time we do, we're just like tax token. We all come running. It's like tax token.
It's great. Yeah,
And
it's
our
like fun
friends
and
back
silver.
east are like, oh man, what are you talking about?
Dirt Digging Historian says, you're amongst friends when you can geek over tokens. It feels like home.
That's right.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I love tokens.
Quick story on that tax token. Ken and I were in Oklahoma at a show, and he has some family there from back in the 30s, right?
Yeah.
You can tell the story better, Ken. Go ahead. Your family.
I'm into genealogy research from my family. I'm like the family genealogist. And I knew we were going to Oklahoma, so I was kind of looking up what family was from that area, because a lot of them came that way from a certain line of my family. And in the 30s, I had like I guess he was probably like a great-grand uncle, actually, that lived there, and he was a merchant there in town. And I found his house. So I actually found some census records that gave the address of his house, and we were able to find it. And, I knew about his merchant. I was mercantile, and I was kind of looking all that up. And the area where I found, I think it was on like a Sanborn fire insurance map that we found the place, but it was all been leveled and it's no longer there. But we found the house, and we walked up, and Tony and I were able to go get permission and go dig the yard.
Awesome.
Right. It was under renovation. Like there was some guy in there renovating the house, and he's like, yeah, go for it. And what did we find, Tony?
Yeah, in the backyard, I ended up finding an Oklahoma tax token, and Ken comes running over, and he's like, because we're geeking out over this token. And I said, you know what, Ken, this is probably from your great granduncle. This belongs to you. And I gave it to him. And,
that's awesome.
Just because you can kind of connect it. I mean, logically in our brain, you have to kind of come up with a story, because these relics do have their own stories.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is, but logically it made sense to me. And that probably was held by his great granduncle the last time that it was seen. And got
And I
passed
have
on to
I have
Ken.
a picture of
I
him,
love
and
that.
I've shared that with family. Like, hey guys, I was able to go dig, great uncle, Bell's house in Oklahoma, and we found that. We found a trade weight. We found
Yep.
like a
A
religious emblem, right?
Yes.
Religious
Okay.
emblem.
Sterling a pendant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from Presbyterian or something like that.
Yep.
And
Oh,
Yeah.
trying to find out if that's was kind of his faith and
Was
stuff
there
like
really?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really fun.
that is so cool. I can't
Yeah.
imagine
Yeah.
being able to detect a location that like of my relatives.
Yeah, I
That'd be
mean,
cool.
isn't that cool?
Very
Like
cool.
that's the only time I've done it, and people always ask me, "Ken, where's your ultimate place to detect?" And I always say that. I say one of my, you know, relatives from my direct line, my heritage, detect their old property when they first migrated to America, and be able to find something. I found something with a king on it or a K on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd lose my mind. I'd lose.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd lose it.
I think that's my most favorite answer I've ever heard to that question.
Mhm.
That is an awesome answer to that.
We've got
All off of a tax token.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Off tax
Very
token.
cool.
We got down that conversation.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's how we went there.
Someday I've got it all mapped out again. Just need time. I need to retire is what I
Yes. Here's the plan. You get your new knee, you get
Yeah.
ready,
Yeah.
we retire, and then we just travel. We have to let our wives know this though.
Sure.
Minor detail, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh man. When are you going out again? Do you have plans to go out? Are you sort of a weekend warrior going out? How often are you getting out these days?
I get out 2-3 times a week.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah, definitely weekends, and now the daylight savings, so that opens up some time for after work too for places nearby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always fun. You go grab an hour or two somewhere real quick.
Yeah.
That's always a lot of fun. We had some other,
A couple of
go ahead.
Yeah, a couple more minutes for the giveaway. Want to try and get some more questions for Bree before everybody drops off after the giveaway. But Nick from Cards and Collectibles 121. What is your white whale? White whale meaning it's an object, it's a relic, it's a coin that you should have found by now because all of your other friends have, but you just haven't found it yet. What's your white whale?
A US largie, actually.
Oh,
That was one I was hoping for this last weekend in Pennsylvania. They find them here sometimes. It's more rare, right? Because it was something most likely brought over and dropped. But yeah, like even just this last weekend, a couple friends are digging them, and I've been to, like I said, Pennsylvania twice now. Indiana, I've been to with a group of friends, in Massachusetts. And it's just one that's eluding me, but it makes me that much more excited to finally, have that moment of digging one.
You will. You know why? Because you've just appeared on Relics Radio. And Relics Radio is the lucky rabbit's foot of the metal detecting community.
Okay.
And
watch me pull one here now.
You will pull one there in Washington, guaranteed within the next 2 weeks. Mark my words. I'm going to write it down.
We had Rich Van Winkle was on.
Yeah.
Said he never dug a real. The next week he went out, dug a real. The next day, dug 2 more reals.
I'll get out of town.
No.
Yeah. We make a joke. We make fun of it and stuff.
Of course.
It has happened numerous times on this show. Yeah. And here's the thing, right, Bree? Like you find a U.S. largie in Washington State.
Oh yeah, even a better story.
In the middle of this big wild world of us, reduce it down to you, into your state, into your coil, and then over that one coin that it has no business being there.
Yep.
Like it's just crazy. They're just everywhere though on the East Coast, aren't they? They're just laying around like pennies, like just crazy.
They call them the Ohio Wheaties.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like that. My buddy
everywhere.
John FLX, who's in here, I mean, he's got quite the collection of the U.S. largies.
You'll do it. I have faith. You'll do it for sure. Yeah, they don't find them around here at all. Like really, we have a pretty large club we belong to.
Cindy found one.
Did she?
Yeah, she found one up in I think it was Central City. They were doing a tear out up in Central City, and she found one. It's an old mining town.
Very cool.
Mining town, and but it's super rare. I mean, I can only think of one that's ever been found. I mean, obviously more have, but one that our friends have found. Yeah.
Because we have like a find of the month thing at our club. You know what I mean? Do you have any clubs up north?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys have?
Good
Yeah,
question.
there are some around here.
Yeah. Are you a member of them, or you just know of them?
No, I'm not like an official member. I go to their events when they have some local events sometimes. But it's just that the cost and the reality of me being able to actually make the meetings because of the day they have them on and the distance it is for me, it's not really doable right now, but I support them, that's for sure. And I'm friends with a lot of people from there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Isn't it crazy the amount of events that are out there these days? Like the amount of events for metal detecting over the past 5 to 7 years has absolutely exploded, right? Yeah. Can you name an event or two that you would just absolutely love to go to that you've never been to before? Besides Russia Rockies season.
Yeah. Take that one off the list. Besides that.
I think it'd be cool to experience Dig Stock just because it's so huge. But I've heard a lot about Show Me, and just the unique special feel that one gives as well. So it kind of reminds me of that come out swinging feel. So I've been kind of, interested in trying to make one of those. Dig It Dude, I think would be a whole lot of fun to do. Good people that throw that event and put that on. There's a lot of them, and
there's so many. Ozarks is coming up here pretty soon. I know
Ozark Silver Hunt,
in Arkansas. Yep. Detecting the Heartland.
Yeah.
Over in Iowa, that would be a great one as well.
So many of them.
Yeah.
Oh, was that Iowa? Detecting the Heartland is in Iowa?
Pretty sure it's Iowa. I sent some tokens for some republicdisplays.com displays. I sent them to Iowa, so hopefully that's where they're having it.
It's cool. I didn't know exactly where that was. I've just heard about it in general.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Is that Barber your favorite find?
No, probably not, but that's such a tough question.
Yeah.
The Dragon Slayer I love because it's a cool coin, right?
It's awesome
but
coin.
It's my first hold coin too, which, as you hear different people say, once it's hold, it's cool because it becomes more of a relic too, than just a coin on its own. Sure. But that's the coolest find is a tough question for me because, I look at my finds and finds are to me like a time capsule in two different ways, because of course there's the time capsule thought for the person that lost it, the who, the what, the when, and then bring it back out of the ground again. But then when I even look at them, I'm brought back to the moment I found them. So for a lot of reasons, the people that I was around and just that moment, that memory becomes why some things are my favorite things. But like even this little pocket watch winder, that was my first year to come out swinging. And in this massive field, I find this itty bitty little, pocket watch winder. So that was pretty awesome. And I remember my buddy John, FLX detectorist, being right next to me when I found that, and the discussion we had after finding it and my excitement. And then in Massachusetts, this fragment of a.
That is awesome.
That light's not working. I think you have a picture of this though. But this colonial shoe buckle fragment, and me remembering Jay from Adirondack, Jay and John FLX was also right there with me when I found that. But
that's incredible.
Yeah, it's hard
to
truly say.
Find.
I loved that find.
Aren't we a bunch of nerds? Aren't we a bunch of nerds that are sitting here freaking out over a piece of something?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that's what's great. It's like it was a piece of a spoon handle.
Right.
From an 1890 Paris exposition. Yeah. You know? And we're all geeking out over it. But that is absolutely beautiful, man.
Thanks.
Great looking buck. I've never found a big decorative buck like that. Have you, Tony?
No.
I mean
no, I sure haven't. I would love to. Yeah. I've had some people reach out to me, and we'll have it in the works, but kind of making some displays for them because they can be so ornate, and you want to display them like Bre has in that membrane display holder. You want to show them because they're so ornate. It's not just a coin with a year. Each one is so unique and so beautiful, and gosh, I mean,
and hand like the work they did by hand.
Yes,
on those, like the designs, the detail,
incredible.
that was all by hand.
Yeah.
Yep, beautiful
for a shoe.
For sure.
Yeah, for a
for
shoe.
for a shoe.
For some guy in a wig, just
That's
tromping
right.
through the
Like,
woods.
Oh yeah. Well, hey guys, maybe we should get to this giveaway. I think people have been hanging out.
Are we doing that
waiting,
tonight?
and, you know what? Let's just wait till next week. Let's have Bre back on next week. and
Okay,
we'll
that
do
sounds
it,
good.
We'll do it all again next week. People would have my hide. I'd be having death threats coming
you'd be
through the
done.
mail. I'd be done.
You're done
I'd be done
for.
with it. They
You're
take
not
out my,
well. You're not gonna be able to outrun them. So
yeah, they take out my other knee.
that's right.
What do you say, Bre? You want to do a giveaway?
I say we shall. Do we want to show them what they're
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. Do you have something to show?
I may. And it's a little dirty, right? Because it's been getting some use. So bear
Well,
with me.
it's used. Yes.
And I can't show the box because my laptop is currently propped up on the box right now. But lo and behold,
Are you ready?
here is what you are all entering for. Not hit myself in the
Sweet.
face.
There you go.
This
Look at
Legend 2 right here comes with, of course, the machine, an 11-inch round coil. It also comes with this elliptical coil, 8 by
What?
5.5
Love
elliptical
that.
coil.
Great.
That's my
coil.
favorite all-time coil right there.
Yep. And then also comes with a pair of Bluetooth headphones that come in a really nice bag too.
There you
Yes.
go. Very cool.
The details, the little things matter, right?
Yes.
Great package. That's Nokta's brand new machine they just came out with. Their Legend was an amazing machine. Definitely a legend. Simplex
Yes.
was a great machine. All the different Simplex iterations. The
Yep.
scores came out and they were just awesome. But this Legend 2 has been tearing it up.
Killing it.
Nothing but great things.
Absolutely killing it.
It
You've been
has.
Yeah.
It
You've been
has,
having a good time with it? You've been doing good with it?
I have. I've tested it out on some places I've hunted several times before, and I found some things like a silver dime, Barber dime here again. Another one in Washington. At this place I've been to time and time again. A cool little suspender clip that has an airplane on it that I completely missed, many times. But I've been having a great luck with it. Of course, any machine learning a new machine is going to take some time to learn its language. But once I did, and once it clicked, it was like, all right, let's go. And now I quit counting after 50 hours on it. And that was a while back. But yeah, it's becoming definitely a second nature to me. But this machine, just so you guys know, is waterproof up to 16 feet. It has the multi-frequencies, M1, M2, M3, one's for high conductivity, one low conductivity, one for those wet or damp conditions. It's got single frequencies, 4, 10, 15, 20, and 40, I want to say. It's got one specifically for beach detecting, wet sand, dry sand. But it's a solid machine. I love the tones on it. I love that it's got the LCD and the backlight, a lot of different options for that. Very customizable, 5 different search modes. In each one of those search modes, you can save 3 different user profiles too. So allowing you up to 15 different user profiles to save on this machine here.
Wow.
And that's just to name a few things for it, but it's a solid machine and it's lightweight. Kid you not, like, I came from swinging the Deus 2, to starting to swing these Nokta machines, and now swinging the Legend 2 all of the time. But it is so much more lightweight than I was expecting. You see it and you're like, no, they say it's lightweight, but is it really going to be lightweight? And I was absolutely shocked by it. Like it did not wear my arm out like some other machines that I've previously swung before have. And I thought it was going to be such a massive difference from the Deus 2, but it's really nice. It's a good machine.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't.
Great machine, nothing but great things about it. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Cindy, I think, is dying to get her hands on because she's just mastered the Legend.
She
and
loves the
now
Legend, yeah.
She's dying to get out and get the Legend too. So, well, let's go and get to this giveaway. People have been waiting patiently. I know that we've appreciated you guys all hanging in here with us on Relics Radio. We've been having a great time listening to Bre's story and her adventures out there with it. And she's used the Legend too. She likes it, and she's a Nokta Nomad. So if you have any other questions, I'm sure you can reach out to her. Tony's going to be putting all the links to bring Bre's social media into the chat. Then you can also find it in the description of this live stream down below. And if you happen to be listening on the audio replay, it'll also be in the description of the audio replay. Anywhere you find podcasts out there, just search for Relics Radio and be able to find this show. Yeah, let's get to it. Tony, how are we going to do this? Bree, how are we going to do this?
Yep, we're going to have a comment that you need to put into the chat, and we're going to go over that real soon. But before we do it, Relics Radio, we really want to thank Mark Tominski from Nokta. We want to thank Bree, the Nokta Nomad, for having us, having the opportunity to do this giveaway with the Legend 2. Without you guys, obviously we can't do this for the community, for our listeners, and for our supporters. So I want to thank you guys 100% for this. And it's just another testament to how incredible that company is for the metal detecting community, like we spoke about earlier. So absolutely fantastic. So thank you from Relics Radio.
They've been so generous over the years, you know what I mean? Like
oh my gosh,
we've always invited them on. Anytime they have a new machine come, whatever, we have never asked them to have a giveaway. We just, we're not like that. We just want to come on, talk about the machine to service our community, tell us about these great products. And they've always been very generous and offered and volunteered some stuff out. So here again, Mark, I'll second what Tony said. Thank you so much. And Bree, thank you guys so much for giving us your time and the generosity. The fact that you joined as a Nokta Nomad and the reasons you stated make complete sense. And we're proud of you for making that step, and we're going to support you as much as we can, for sure.
Well, thank you.
But let's get it
back at you. Like, you guys are awesome. Really easy to talk to. You guys crack me up every time I tune into your shows. But no, thanks for inviting me on and reaching out to me to come on this show. I've been a bag of nerves, but you guys have really made it a lot easier by being the people you are to sit through this and not completely blank out.
We've been texting over the past couple of days. We've just been absolutely cracking each other out.
That's so fun.
It's been so fun. I think it started like 7:30 this morning. It's like, you guys ready for this? Let's get going. Let's go. So fun. All right, let's get this away.
So in the live chat, if you guys are joining us live and you're watching us and supporting us, we appreciate it. In the live chat right now, you guys are going to type in hashtag thank you Nokta. No spaces. THANKYOUNOKTA. Thank you, Nokta.
Thank you, Nokta.
For you guys to enter for this. Now, again, going over what we have to kind of do. You guys got to live in the United States. Unfortunately, it's just the postage is brutal out there. So if you guys are in the United States, you're eligible. If you're watching us live, you're eligible. Type in the hashtag thank you Nokta, and you guys will be entered. You can enter as many times as you want, but it's only going to count one time. So, but the algorithm certainly helps if you throw it in there 1,000 times.
That 116
so far. We got 200
so far.
How many people?
There's 228 people right now.
People watching. So everyone jump in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad
go ahead.
Mark,
just found that out, that there's so many people in here.
What's funny is earlier we were talking about getting close to 200, and I think we were like at 193. And Mark said in the chat, "What's your record?" I said, "Mark, that is our record. We haven't been that high, and now we went over 200 because of you guys." So we can't thank you guys enough for all the support. Yeah, from Mark, from Nokta, from Bree, all that. So we're up to 177. Keep it rolling, guys. Get in there. There's still 50 people out there that haven't entered.
Let's go. Come on. You can type it in more than once just to make sure you spelled it correctly, but it will remove all duplicates. And what do we do? If you are the winner, and this program we use just randomly going to select from one person from everyone that typed this in correctly. That's the way the program works. If you do happen to be the winner, you are going to have to email us your contact information. Jason over Corridor has been doing something really cool with his giveaways lately. And I've been thinking about doing and because it helps kind of identify. If you win this metal detector, we have to know you're here. And there's so many people in the chat. As soon as you see that you're the winner, I need you to tell me you're here by typing in your zip code. Type in your zip code of your mailing address. That's all.
Love it.
But then you'll see an email address. You're going to go ahead and whose email address are we giving them, Tony? We're going to give them mine.
We'll give them yours. I don't want my personal email out there. Why would I do that? Bunch of loonies. I don't know who Bree's fans are. I'm just kidding. We'll scroll across the bottom once we pull our winner.
Yep. So you'll see an email pop up, and you do want to send me an email at that email address that'll pop up after the winner is announced. But to let us know you're here, type in your zip code into the chat once you've won. That way I can always refer back to it and make sure that you are who you say you are. We'd love to get it to you as fast as possible. And
if we
luck to
can,
everybody.
once we call out the winner here momentarily, wow, 221 people. Holy crap.
Crazy.
Once we call out the winner, just do us a favor, just stop typing so we can see the winners, give us their zip code. And then after we see their zip code and call it out, please give the congrats to the winner because
Right.
this is incredible. Please.
Sure. 260 watching right now.
Holy
Excellent.
cow.
Thank you guys for joining us. Relics Radio every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on 5280 Adventures. You know, another announcement while we're waiting for everyone to finish entering. We used to broadcast on my YouTube channel, Adventures in Dirt. We decided to pull that back. So if you're used to watching us over there on my YouTube channel, always make sure you tune in here to 5280 Adventures. We're just going to broadcast it here on his YouTube channel. And of course, we'll take the audio and put it out to anywhere you get podcasts, usually the day after, so you can listen to it as you're driving down the road, as so many of you do. We appreciate you being there. Excellent. Come on, we're almost there. 237 entries. Yep. Those of you that haven't entered, jump in. If you're lurking in the background, you need to jump in.
Yeah, where's Lurker Troy? Did he get in? That guy's always in the background, huh?
Thank you, Nokta. CHANKYOUNOKTA. No spaces.
I'm just glad it's, no spaces. Thank you, Nokta. Yep. Couple more seconds here, guys. 282 people live. Holy cow, we're crushing it.
We were going to do hashtag Bre is brilliant. We were trying to think of all these things.
No.
Well, the next machine is hashtag Bre's Legend 2. That's the one we're giving away next.
Oh.
So stay tuned. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're not doing that.
We're not giving away 13 of them, like I mentioned earlier. I was just joshing, giving Mark a heart attack.
Up to 286. Couple more seconds here, guys. Make sure you're in it. We've got 249 entries. That's pretty good odds of winning a $1,000 detector. I tell you what.
Who's going to win it? You guys let me know who's going to win it out there. A lot of people.
Right.
I see a lot of people. Dennis, good luck to you. Mac Detecting, good luck to you. Braden Bush, good luck to you.
Good luck to everybody.
Yeah, amazing.
All right.
Treasure, thank you much.
You ready to do this?
Let's do it.
Bre, are you ready? You call it. You kind of down and call it, and we'll spin the wheel.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Drum roll, please.
Good luck.
I'm stoked.
Oh, I forgot the drum roll.
Here we go. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Evan Bailey Groman. Evan Bailey Groman.
Congrats.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, Evan.
Sweet. Evan, if you are in the chat, put your zip code down in the chat, and then you're going to have to send me an email with your contact information that I will pass along to Bre and Nokta. You can email me at dk@adventuresindirt.com. It's scrolling across the screen now. So if you want to refer this later and come back and rewatch the show, dk@adventuresindirt.com. Send me an email with your contact information, and we will get it right out to you. Excellent.
I haven't seen Evan yet.
Evan Bailey.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I just wonder,
That's
like,
incredible.
what's Evan reacting like at home right
What
now?
do you feel in that
running
moment?
around freaking out?
You're right.
You know what it is? It's like the answer, I never win anything. How in the world did I just win this?
Yeah.
Did DoorDash
You're a
just come to the
winner.
door and he ran out real quick to grab the food and now he's like,
okay.
No.
Scott says he answered with the zip code. Let me scroll
I see
back.
it. I got it. I see it.
Yeah, okay. Okay, guys, good.
Excellent.
All right,
Evan,
now throw in the chat. Congrats to Evan.
yeah, congratulations, Evan. I see you, buddy. Congratulations. Woohoo! How cool is that? It's $1,000
Awesome.
machine, man.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
that's incredible.
Jesus, man. Sweet.
Absolutely incredible.
So yes, to our winner, Evan, if you have any questions about the machine, you need help with anything, please feel free to reach out.
Yeah.
Love it.
What a night.
We wanted to touch on one quick other thing before we left here and give you the floor. But when we first started talking, it was a lot about the history, how you started, and then talking about family and things like that, about your support. We wanted to make sure that we did give an awesome support out to your husband here.
Yep.
Tell us a little about, first off, what's his name? And
His name is Tim.
Okay,
That
Tim.
is Timothy.
Timothy, okay.
But yeah, thanks for pulling that up. I have to sit and give him a moment and give him the light here to thank him. I am so lucky to have this amazing husband, super supportive of anything and everything I do, but very much so when it comes to this hobby. Oh, I see my daughter. That's my
Yep.
daughter down there commenting. But I mean, I truly am lucky. He's, my best friend, my husband, and anything with this hobby, he's been supportive of. When I came in with that pan key and was like, oh man, like I think this is something, like I think this is my thing. I finally found my thing. He was like, all right, let's look into him. And he was like more than willing to say, okay, let's take the plunge and you can go ahead and get the machine that you're looking at, And then when it came, I started meeting all these great friends and we started talking about doing a trip together and flying to the East Coast. And he was like, all right, go do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm excited for you. Go spread your wings, and then, that happened several times last year. I traveled 3 times last year
Wow.
to go detect with these friends. And then when it came to this Nomad opportunity, right? So I had to talk with him about it, make sure he knew like what it entails, that there is that potential travel, that there's even like some of the things behind the scenes that are, like these commitments for time.
Yep.
And he was like, you better do this. You absolutely better do this. Like, he supported me all the way. He knows that it's more like hard to explain, but more than a hobby to me. He's like, it's just you. Like this is just you. It's a part of you. Like you absolutely better take this opportunity. So yeah, I just have to give him a shout out because I'm just truly grateful to have this amazing husband that I do.
Sweet.
And Tim's in the chat. He just made a comment for you there too.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
Great support. That's incredible. The support,
Yeah.
You can't beat it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
You absolutely need it. And when you have the support of your significant other, it just makes it all more sweet. You know what I mean? Because it does. Like, like my wife and I, like, she's always real supportive, anytime I want to go, it's go, have fun, bring me back a ring. Like, she's always saying stuff like that. You know what I mean? Go have fun. When you guys going to England again? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You and I need to get out on a vacation, but then, go for it, go to this event, that event. And just having that support from our spouses kind of saying, I support you in this. Like, she's bought me things to display my coins, you know what I mean? And when we're out in public, she's always talking about, oh yeah, he's this metal detectorist. Like my new physical therapist, like they know all about YouTube now and all about all the metal detecting now, and so good job, Tim. Good on you, man, for providing that support. It really, it goes a long way, I'm sure. And we all appreciate it from our significant others that are supportive.
Yep.
It makes the difference. So, well, Bree, you have been amazing guest. Thank you so much for coming on with us. We're going to give you your last word to address all these people that may be listening or watching. We're going to put you in the green room, and then we'll say our goodbyes off the air real quick. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
The floor is yours.
Just thank you all. Thank you guys for showing up. Congratulations to that winner. That's so exciting. And again, I'm here to help you with anything you might need help with when you finally get that prize. But just this community, you guys are amazing people, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. Everybody I've met has been so welcoming with open arms, and beautiful friendships have blossomed from almost every single connection that I've made here in this community. So just thank you. And thank you both, you hooligans, for inviting me on here to have some fun tonight. And I appreciate it. And Mark, you freaking rock, my guy. Mark truly is amazing.
Yep, he is.
Behind the scenes, even when we're talking about sticky notes, those Post-it notes and those 2-hour-long conversations. Great guy, great support, and I'm glad that I'm on his team.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, great job tonight. We'll put you in the green room, and we'll be with you in just a second. And you can catch Bree on all of her social media. We're going to put her link down in the chat. We also have it down in the description. Go over and check out all of her stuff she's putting out on social media. She talked about that Barber, Tony. She had a video where she found that Barber, right?
Yeah, it was incredible. I had to watch it a couple times. That's why I said, like, she was so emotional about it, and we can appreciate that kind of geez, you watch that and you just know what kind of person they are, what they are what the hobby means to them, and we can appreciate it. So yeah, great video. I actually think I saw that over on TikTok.
Yeah. So cool. So cool. What a night, man. Great. Everyone that joined us tonight, I know a lot of you are here for the first time. welcome and thank you for showing up. Join us again next Wednesday. We'll come at you again with another great guest. And, we're doing giveaways here and there. I know that we've done, smaller giveaways kind of off the cuff. We don't always announce them. We don't always announce our giveaways. Something big like this, of course, we're going to promote it like crazy. But we'd love to see you here week after week. If you have any suggestions on who would make a great guest for us here on Relics Radio, we're always open for suggestions from our community. So, make sure you get a hold of us. DK@adventuresindirt.com. That's how you can reach me. Man, Tony.
Yep. Awesome show.
Great show.
Yep. And if you guys are interested in anything that I'm up to, you can find me at 5280 Adventures, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of thing. I also have republicdisplays.com. If you guys are supporting the show at checkout, you guys get 10% off. Type in Relics Radio 10 for 10% off all of the displays over there, just for being our supporter. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you to Bre. Thank you to Mark Dominski. Thank you to Nokta for an incredible show. They set the bar high tonight in terms of viewership support, and I don't know how we're going to beat that one again, but we'll obviously try. But thanks again. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, great show, man. Yeah, everyone, thanks so much for joining us. I know a lot of you have been reaching out to me to ask see how I'm doing with my total knee replacement. Doing great. I'm actually walking on my own now. Pretty much unsupported, cane every now and then, but pretty much almost done with that. So doing great. Thank you all for your well wishes. What a night. I tell you what, this hobby is amazing. You guys are part of it. The community is awesome. I wish nothing but the best for you all out there to go find your white whales, to find those bucket listers that you're looking for in the middle of this big wide world of ours. Put your little coil over it and let us know about it. Go find the good stuff. You're gonna find it, and make sure you let us know about it. We'd love to hear about it, see some pictures. But best of luck to you, everyone. Have a great weekend coming up. If you go out there, look out for those rattlesnakes. Be safe, and best of luck to you. And we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much for listening to Relics Radio. We will see you back here next week for another exciting guest. Until then, get out and dig it all.